She sat nervously at the small cafe table, clutching her worn-out purse, unaware that the man walking toward her, dressed in a plain gray shirt and faded jeans, owned half the city's skyline. But he wasn't there as a billionaire. He was there as a man, a lonely heart looking for something real. And tonight, their worlds were about to collide in a way neither of them could have imagined. Rain drizzled softly outside as Emma wiped the tiny handprints off her dress. Her 5-year-old son, Liam, had just begged her not to go out. "Mommy, don't leave me," he had whispered, clutching her scarf. It wasn't easy being a single mom. Between 2 part-time jobs, unpaid bills, and sleepless nights, love was the last thing she thought she deserved anymore. But her best friend Clara had insisted. "Emma, you need this. It's just coffee, not a marriage proposal. Go meet him. His name's Daniel. Simple, quiet guy." So here she was, sitting in a small downtown cafe, trying to look calm even though her heart thumped louder than the rain. The doorbell jingled. A man walked in, not tall, not showy, just kind-looking. His clothes were plain, his shoes slightly muddy. But when he smiled, something about him made the world soften. "Emma?" he asked gently. She nodded, surprised by his warm voice. They shook hands, and something unexplainable passed between them, a quiet familiarity, like two souls that had met before in another life. They talked for hours. About their childhoods, dreams, fears. Emma laughed more than she had in years. But she noticed something odd: his hands. They were clean, soft, but not of a man who worked construction like he claimed. And every time his phone buzzed, he'd quickly turn it face down. "Sorry," he smiled awkwardly, "work stuff. My boss is demanding." Little did she know he was that boss, Daniel Grant, billionaire CEO of Grant Enterprises, a man who hid his wealth after one too many heartbreaks with people who only wanted his money. For once, he wanted someone who'd love the man, not the bank account. And Emma was exactly that. By the time their cups were empty, something beautiful had quietly begun between them, a fragile, honest connection. When she mentioned her son, Daniel listened, really listened, and even smiled softly when she showed him a photo of Liam holding his favorite toy truck. "Looks like a smart kid," he said. "He is. He just misses having a dad." The words hung in the air like a whisper neither dared to answer. That night, when Emma went home, she found a small message on her phone. "I had a wonderful time, Emma. I hope I can see you again, maybe somewhere your son can join too. Daniel." Her heart warmed. For the first time in years, she felt seen. Over the next few weeks, their bond deepened. Daniel would visit Emma's favorite bakery just to accidentally run into her. He'd bring small gifts for Liam, not expensive toys, just simple things like books and crayons. They shared walks in the park, late-night calls, and laughter that filled the quiet spaces of their lives. But secrets have a way of finding light. One evening, Emma was rushing to deliver a cake order at a luxury hotel, the same hotel where Daniel was hosting a high-profile business meeting. She entered through the side door, carrying the box carefully, and froze. There he was. In a suit that screamed power, surrounded by people calling him Mr. Grant. The man she'd fallen for, the man she thought was simple and humble, was standing in front of cameras, shaking hands with foreign investors. Her heart shattered silently. When Daniel spotted her, his face drained of color. He excused himself from the stage and ran after her. "Emma, please, let me explain." "Explain," she whispered, tears trembling in her eyes. "You lied to me, Daniel. You let me believe you were someone else. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to trust again?" He looked down, guilt flooding his expression. "I didn't mean to hurt you. I just wanted someone who'd see me, not the billionaire, not the name. Just the man who loves you and your son." Her silence was colder than the night air. She walked away. And for weeks, Daniel heard nothing. Until one day, Emma's bakery, the one she'd been building with every penny, faced closure due to rising rent. A mysterious investor stepped in, paid the balance in full, and left a simple note. No strings. Just a little help from someone who believes in you. D. Emma cried when she read it. Not because of the money, but because of the heart behind it. 2 months later, on a sunny morning, she found Daniel waiting outside the bakery with Liam holding a bunch of wildflowers. "Mom," Liam said excitedly, "Mr. Daniel came to help me pick these." Daniel smiled softly. "I didn't come to ask for forgiveness, Emma. I came to earn it one day at a time." Something in his voice broke her walls. She looked at him, this man who could have had anyone but chose her, the single mom with a past, and she finally smiled. "I don't care who you are, Daniel Grant," she said. "If your heart's the same man who shared coffee with me in that tiny cafe, then maybe we can start again." He reached out, holding her hand. And as Liam giggled between them, Daniel whispered, "This time, no secrets. Just love." Sometimes the richest hearts wear the simplest clothes. Love isn't found in status or wealth, it's found in truth, kindness, and the courage to love beyond appearances.